Hello friends, welcome back. In this video, we will create server.js file. So inside the root directory, we will create a new file and name this as server.js and hit enter. So the first thing we are going to need is we need to import Express. So the way we do this is we declare a new variable and we are going to declare it using const keyword because we want the variable to be constant. We are not going to change this variable down the line and we are going to call it as express and we are going to set it equal to require and open and close round brackets, and as a string we can type express. Now what we have done here is we are telling Node to load the express library or express framework and then just store it in this express variable. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to create an express app. So the way you do it in express is we will create another variable and we will just call it app. So again, const app, that is equal to express, and the way you initialize in Express application is just open and close parentheses. So now not only we have imported the Express framework, but we have also initialized a functioning Express app. Now we can start to code the actual endpoints. Okay, let me save this. So you might have heard about APIs. Essentially, what we are going to do is build an API. The first thing we are going to do is we are going to build a quick hello world example to see if our Express application is up and running successfully. So we are going to say app.get. So it's a get request we want to do to the root directory. So we will type / inside a string. Okay. So this is the first parameter. And the second parameter is a callback function, which is going to be processing the request to this root directory. So the way this works in Express is any callback function in what's called a HTTP handler, which is what we are defining here. So it's a arrow function. Okay, so our callback function will be an arrow function, and this will have two parameters, request and response. Okay, let me add a comment here, just a test route for now. Okay. So request is going to be called whenever it receives a HTTP request to this path, and it is going to be sending both request and response information to our function handling this request, and we have to capture the request and response, and then inside the body of the function we need to define what we are going to do with the request and response. Since this is very quick hello world example, so what we are going to do is we are going to simply do a implicit return by saying response dot send, and inside the round brackets we can say hello world. Okay, so anytime we hit this root directory of our Express application, we are just going to be sending a text which is called hello world. So the final thing that we are going to do is we need to get our Express app up and running, and the way we do this is we need to define what port on our machine is, what is need to listen to for inbound traffic. So we can say app.listen, and here we can define our port, which in our case will be 5000, and again a callback function. Okay, so it will be an arrow function. So basically Express doesn't send us anything, so we do not have any parameter, and we can just console log, and here we can say server started on port 5000. Okay, now one more thing which we can do is we can store this port inside a variable. Okay, so here we can define a variable, so const, and the variable name can be port, that is equal to process.env.port or 5000. Okay, so this is good to use for Heroku deployment to get our port. Okay, so here let me add a comment, this is good to use for Heroku deployment to get the port. Okay, now here we can just remove this. No need to remove this, we can just add a backtick key. Okay, and let's cut this out. Let's remove this, and here I'll paste it, and instead of this 5000 I can just say dollar curly braces, and we can get the variable here. Okay, we can use the variable here. Okay, so let's save this. Now let's open the terminal by pressing Control and backtick key, and here we can just run the app. So npm run server. Okay, and I've hit enter. So here it says server started on port 5000. Okay, let's go on the browser and let's see localhost, and here 5000. Hit enter. So here, as you can see, we are getting hello world. So our Express app is up and running. Okay. So this is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.